Hey guys, Kamina the coach here. You gotta forgive me, it's winter time in the United States, my first winter in like 10 years. The moon, so it's almost 7, it's 10 till 7 in the morning on December 2nd, and I'm still looking at the moon. So it's pretty dreary. I say all that to say apologies for it being so kind of dark and dreary in here. So there are kind of some other things that I want to say, but I'm gonna wait until I get out of the United States to say them. Wow, if that's not a cliffhanger. But so I wanted to talk about, I finally accepted the position in Tanzania, in Ingra. I pray that I said that right. I will be like head of academics, lead teacher, in addition to teaching science. I haven't gotten a contract yet. So first of all, I've intensively been studying Africa. I found the history of Africa as told by mostly by African scientists and historians, geologists, archaeologists. And it was BBC and a woman named Zainab Badawi, who is of Sudanese descent, but she's a British nationality, hosted the show. And it was, so it wasn't a show, it was a series, 45-minute episodes, very illuminating from the beginning of, or from what man knows as the beginning of time, or the beginning of man, yeah. Because the first remains of our closest relatives were found in Tanzania, so it's really exciting. So anyway, so I've been studying, and I say all that to say I understand, and now that I've been back in the United States a little too long, I've started to adopt the culture again, whereas overseas you learn to kind of slowly, you really learn a lot of patience living and working overseas, and learn to kind of go with the flow. People keep asking me, when are you going? When are you going? When are you going to Tanzania? And I'm like, and it's frustrating me. They're frustrating me because I want them to, I want them to chill out because I don't know, because it just takes a lot of time. I don't know how long we've been in communication now. At least 2 months. At least 2 months we've been in communication now. Maybe not, maybe a month and a half. So I've gotten an offer letter. We're hoping for the first part of February. I would like to go. My birthday's mid-January. I'd like to be there for my birthday. Big 42. What? So December 2nd, 2020, just to archive things, because this is a really interesting time in American history. I mean, in world history. Sorry, I did not mean that. I didn't mean to sound so American-centric. So anyway, so a formal offer letter, and then I gave them all of my documentation so that, I don't know, so that the administrative person can do something. So they've paid for the fee to have my master's degree in education equalized to theirs. So we're not talking about authenticated. So I'm going to do another video on authentication, which is basically notarizing, sending to Secretary of State, sending to the country that you're going to's consulate in your country to have them stamp your degrees or your certificates or blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is their Ministry of Education wants to look at my degree, my history, my background in my educational background, and they want to look at the transcripts and all that stuff and compare my coursework to what they would consider a degree in education. Then once they've said, okay, we'll recognize this degree, this master's degree of education as a master's degree of education in Tanzania, then, so that's the part we've started now. So they paid that. I send them all my documentations. They paid the fee for that. So then I had to go on the website, which is interestingly easier to use on my phone than the computer. If that is shocking to anyone, they've kind of like bypassed the computer and gone straight to the smart device, which is really interesting and encouraging. Go Tanzania. Um, so it was, but I don't take it like it was nothing. No, it was quite a bit. It took me several hours. It took me 3 or 4 hours to get all the information uploaded and get it in there correctly. And wow, I had to find a lot of stuff. I had to submit like marriage license, all sorts of stuff. Nothing compared to Saudi Arabia or China though. Let's get that out of the way. So it says on the website that takes 3 or 4 days. I'm able to log into my account and watch the progress. I don't know if that will be 3 or 4 days is accurate or not. Again, so I don't know if I said this before. In studying Africa, I have heard people say a lot of times Africa is there's a mindset that just like, chill out. It's going to get done. Just chill out. So I'm not sure if 3 or 4 days is an accurate time frame or if it's like, maybe a week or two. So anyways, I'm not pressed. I feel good that the situation is moving forward. I'm not pressed. I feel really good to know that the studying that I've done to better myself is paying off, because I've gone through a lot here recently. Thanksgiving just passed, and normally it's really hard for me to be alone for the holidays because really bad stuff happened in my family on holidays, and the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. My birthday's January 16th, then Valentine's Day. I'm like, just kill me. but in the healing and learning that I've been doing overseas has been so amazing that I have this peace. So may not necessarily be happy, and I wasn't happy this past weekend, but I was peaceful. And I had a lot of stuff happen too. Like my car was acting crazy. I got home and my gas tank was empty. There was a lot going on. But I'm really impressed with the inner stillness and the inner peace. So anyways, definitely ready for Africa because the United States is starting to mess with that inner peace. But anyways, so I've submitted the documentation to get my degree recognized in Tanzania. Then the next process will be to get my Tanzanian teacher's license. I have to be licensed as a teacher in their country, and they will actually do that for me. So hopefully by the end of this week, I'll have the clear from the Ministry of Education. Then the school will apply for my teaching license. As soon as they have the teaching license, then I can buy my ticket to go. And that's where we're at right now with the process. I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting ready for work. Yeah, if you can see, I think I'm looking at myself, right? So I see me. So I think I look a lot brighter and sunnier than I actually feel. It's very interesting, the feelings. I'm just really ready to get out of the United States. But despite all the feelings that I'm allowing to wash over me, I feel a very peacefulness and a stillness inside. So if it comes off that I'm a little off, I am feeling a little off, I can admit that. But the next chapter is soon to come. So, all right, sending love, light, peace, and joy. See you next time.